Hey, it looks like we're live. Hi, I'm Boden. This is Symphony Persona Live. It's an online talk show where we meet amazing symphonians and try to turn ordinary chats into extraordinary adventures. Before we start, please drop a comment and tell us where you're watching us from. Home, couch, gym, or somewhere in between, and which city, country, location, part of the world we want to know. Okay. And let me just introduce this extraordinary guest that we are privileged to host on Symphony Persona Live today. Oh my God. The guest tonight is everything but ordinary, and I'm so privileged to introduce to you a successful fitness instructor, a certified nutritionist, a virtual communities mover and lifter, a passionate bookworm, a YouTuber, TikToker, a scientist, and someone who studied her own DNA, a future mom. And she is one of the co-creators of Symphony Persona Live. Please welcome the one and only Shirley-Korman.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody from, I don't know, from wherever you are joining us, but I'm really happy to be here today, to be from this side of the show, because, everything seems so simple because I know how it works from the background as a community lead, but being here, it's still something very different. But I'm pleased and honored to be here and looking forward to this show and the next hour of very interesting conversation with you, Bogdan.
Very good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thanks for being with us tonight. Once again, we are streaming live from our Lviv office of Symphony Solutions, and I'm still wondering where exactly are you guys watching us from? So it would be wonderful if you just dropped a comment with the city, location, the part of the world, the actual place where you're watching us right now. And well, you can pretty much type anything you want throughout the show. Thanks for being with us. Thank you for watching. We are just about to start. And yes, from all of us, Shirley, from all of the symphonians and all of the audience, all of us watching the show, all of us knowing you or getting to know you, congratulations on preparing for your biggest deployment yet. Huh?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, this will be a completely new role for me. I was
Mhm.
looking forward to it, and I'm also looking forward for the challenges because I'm always aiming for it, some kind of. So
Uh-huh.
I'm very curious what is waiting for me there.
How do you feel?
I feel amazing, really. Like maybe I, on this point, I know for sure that visualization works because that's exactly how I visualize my pregnancy. Uh,
Mhm.
Active, beautiful, shiny, not losing a lot of memory, like not forgetting completely everything. So actually, yeah, I'm feeling great. Thank you.
I'm very feel. Okay. Well, before we even start the show, there's lots of questions we've prepared. There's a lot of things we want to talk about, but I kind of feel like there is this one question that I really need to ask you before we even start because it's a question many people might secretly have. And it's the following. What does a virtual communities lead actually do?
It's a philosophical question.
Oh, is
And
it really?
if I will say that I do a lot of stuff, I think it will be not enough for you, yes. But let me switch it in another way by answering this question. So, in general, virtual communities, and I as a lead now, we are aiming to transform our culture because recently before the time has have changed. Yes, we have this incredibly offline energy and culture, yes, And when everything changed and switched to remote, we just could not lose it. That's why we transform it, yes, to keep it, because that's something unique. And I think it's one of the core points that makes Symphony special. And that was our main goal of virtual communities once we have just started moving it together with Tanya. I joined Tanya on this, yes, and we both started building it stone by stone.
Mhm.
And I am now like very proud of it because it's something, it was like raising a child, but it's more a Tanya's child. I was helping her with it, but I'm really proud that we did it together and now we are here. Yes.
So is it really possible to build a community in a remote world?
We are here. Come on.
Well, we are part of that process right now, right this second,
Yes,
having this
exactly.
conversation, obviously. What was the most challenging part of building virtual communities at a remote company?
Mm,
Or what is the most challenging part?
let me think. Yeah, like as everywhere, there are many challenges, but I would still stick to this point of transforming, yes, of offline culture into online culture. And offline, everything feels so easy, so natural. Grab a coffee, have a chat in the office or in the town. And in virtual mode, in virtual world, it's the most challenging is to make people feel this moment to be natural and easy and not to be forced, not to push. Like that's exactly, that's a very tiny like ice, I would say. And yeah, that's the most challenging, I would say here.
Okay, last year, what is then one thing that you are the most proud of in building virtual communities?
Um, that people see the impact of it, they feel it, and they see it. Because you always need to book some time from the point A to the point B to see the results. And now we are actually seeing it, and people feel it, and we are receiving feedback. So I think it's the most valuable, and it's I would say it's the main metrics we are using to measure our success.
Awesome. Well, this will be the last question, the last work-related question. This is something unusual, but we really needed to do this to uncover what is it so special about you being a virtual communities lead and what is it all about at all. And now it's all about you, your life beyond Symphony, your life beyond work, and there's so much to talk about. And I really want for the audience, for you guys watching us on YouTube live, we would really want you to ask your own questions and make sure that you ask some of those really tricky, exciting, funny, quirky questions because Shirley has a prize for one of you who asks the most exciting, the most intriguing, the most interesting question throughout the show. Okay? And now it's
Bogdan, should we say that it's not a book? Maybe it will
uh,
create some interest from people.
Okay, let's mention that. So this time, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a book. Okay, so you're very welcome to ask your question all throughout the show, and I will be really, really happy for the one of you who gets the prize. And now, as a good tradition on Symphony Persona Live, we are playing. We start with playing the Never Have I Ever game. You've watched it a number of times and you know how it works, but just for the new audience, maybe we have people watching us for the first time. The Never Have I Ever game goes like this. I'm going to state something that our guest has supposedly never done before. If they have done it, though, they will put one finger down. So, Shirley, right now, I want you to raise your right or left hand like that. Bring it closer to the camera and spread your fingers. Yes. So, I'm going to state something you supposedly had never done before. And if you have done it, put one finger down. And this one here is a special edition, is a Move It edition of the Never Have I Ever. Okay,
Okay, let's go.
let's see how you move it. This first one is Never have I ever hosted an online event with pajamas on below the camera.
I need a clarification. In pajama, no, not my style, not my style at all. But in like my fitness clothes or some training, yeah. Oh, usually it's 99%. That
Really? Okay,
I'm
right
like
now you're kind of, it looks to me like you are wearing a fancy, a beautiful
yeah,
dress.
it is. But now here, no, still with the shorts. Everything is always, I say it's 99%. With a short, okay, with dress it does not work, okay. But the rest of the times it always some kind of fitness or a sport clothes. So if
That's
you change it for sport clothes instead of pajama, yeah.
that's the whole beauty of the remote world. Thank you. Never have I ever made someone do squats just because they were late. Push-ups,
Ah, no,
pull-ups, sit-ups.
no, no. I'm building more a friendly environment on my sessions,
How about
I
discipline?
I aim to people to like it, to be
Mhm.
willing not to be late in order to not to miss any cool exercise. Yes, and not by being a badass and like, okay, I do not want to miss because I will need to squat 20 times.
Okay,
It's another way.
that's fine with me. I'm just asking.
Yes, of
Never
course.
have I ever joined a meeting from my phone during a walk.
Always.
Number of
Not
times.
always, but still, yes,
Last
yes.
time yesterday, this morning.
Yeah, yesterday, definitely. But in general, I think that's one of the coolest thing of remote work.
Yeah.
Use
Uh,
it.
okay, this is one of my favorites, and I'm excited to ask you as a future mom. Never have I ever been hungover. Fitness trainer?
I
Of
would
course.
for all these times that I have been hangover, I would rather even like make two fingers. Like okay. But
We're
will
good.
it?
We're good. We're good with just one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here's the next one. Never have I ever skipped the legs day.
Nah.
No. Ah, have you? Right, that's the hardest part, isn't it? Hate
Yeah.
it.
That
Never
that
have
goes
I.
pretty fast, Bogdan.
Okay, I mean, I have so many. Never have I ever worked out just to burn off yesterday's McDonald's.
No, no, no. It's totally against my mindset and philosophy of fitness trainer and nutritionist.
Here's something where this is gonna end. Never have I ever been asked, "Is it your real name?"
Always, always.
How many
Oh,
times? How
no,
many
I
times?
cannot, no, I cannot count it really because I can even, like, it's easier for me to count when people did not ask me this. Or, like I'm facing really often the things when I introduce myself. Yes, my name is Shirley. And then, for example, in some medical place, yes, I give my documents and they see that also I have a second name and they just skip Shirley. I say, okay, but I introduced myself as a Shirley. Why you're skipping my name? That's why, yeah, sometimes I'm struggling with it.
Uh-huh.
But definitely, people still think that it's my nickname or it's something that I came up like myself.
You can drop the fingers, by the way. All
Okay,
good.
that was fun.
Thanks for your honesty. I hope you had some fun. And yeah, that's a beautiful name, and I know what it means. Do you mind sharing what is the meaning behind your
Yes, sure.
name?
From Yiddish language, it means my song. And
Mhm.
It's more about it's more related to my father because I am like he came up with this name and he said it will be Shirley, like that's it. And then after it he found out the meaning of this name and it was like 100% it is.
Done with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a beautiful name,
Thank
and
you.
as well as you are. Now, we are moving on to this next section of our show, and that's where we ask quick questions. Quick questions. We want you to answer those immediately, like right after the question is asked, and to give us the first thing that pops in your head. Okay? You
Okay,
ready for
but
that?
just in case, yeah, small delay because of my, I'm pregnant, small delay is okay, yeah? Thank you.
That's
Thank
acceptable.
you.
Okay. Quick questions with Shirley Corman. This first one here is, what's the weirdest or most unusual thing you ever did to make money?
Oh, yeah, I like it. That was fast. I used to live in Germany for 6 years because I graduated university over there. And first year I visited college, international college, before entering the university, and there were many international students. And I made, like, I don't know, I built a scheme or something like this. I was selling cigarettes to these international students because, it was
Wait, wait, wait.
2015.
Cigarettes?
Yeah, cigarettes. I was not smoking them, but I was selling them because one package of cigarettes in Ukraine, in 2015, was around €1. Yes, and if we will transfer it to euro currency, and in Germany it was €5. So I made a deal with the guys who were driving from Ukraine to Germany each week. They brought me 10 blocks with 10 packages of cigarettes, and they sell it to me for €1.50, and I sell it to the international students for €5. So pretty good money. And yeah, why not?
Do you feel bad about it?
No,
No.
no. It's their choice, I'm just making money on the people's choice, like whatever. And also saving some money. But no, wait. I said €5, but they were costing €5 in Germany, and I was selling them for €4. So €2.50 per each package. So yeah.
Okay, here's a comment from Andrei Brejas on YouTube. He goes, now when I listen to 50 Cent, I always hear, go Shirley, it's your
It's my
birthday.
birthday. Yeah, because that's exactly what he sings. Yeah. Now,
This is crazy, you guys. Okay, this next quick question, it's like my favorite question since we started the show, and it goes like this. What's the worst thing you ever did while online meeting when your camera was off?
Uh, I cannot say that I did something bad or some I like no, but I had one really like tricky situation when I was like in a second I was just so sweaty because I was on the
What
meeting.
did you do?
uh, I was in the meeting and everybody was speaking Ukrainian this. I had my camera on, but my microphone was off because, yes, someone was talking so that I will not do any noise. And I don't know if maybe some of you have seen that a lot of time, I have my cat in front of me by the laptop. She's always lying with me, like chilling and distracting me from work, like just in front of my laptop, right here, for example. And everybody was talking, and then I just felt like something, like it smells really weird. And then I put my head down and then like asked my cat, like, did you just fart in front of me? And then it was like the full silence on the meeting. And I was like, oh my God. Did not I like have I switched my microphone? And I said, okay, it was switched, but just like it was a coincidence. But oh my God, I was so nervous that I was asking, did you just fart in front of myself? Like just right in the meeting to my cat. And I saw that everybody have heard it. That's why it was, yeah, interesting situation.
I just imagined myself being in this meeting where somebody whose camera is off says, Kitty, did you just fart in front of me?
I even did not address her by her name. It was just a question, you know? And I saw that someone was like meaning like thought that it was addressed to him or to her, you know?
Oh my God, this is crazy. This is insane. Where is all of this going? Okay, this next question is real quick. What do you want for your birthday?
A victory.
Mm, that's sweet. Everybody loves your story about your name. Everybody loves the story about about the kitty. And this next quick question is, what's the one travel destination you'd visit over and over again? Just one.
Croatia.
Beautiful, beautiful Croatia. Okay, I wish you can visit it very, very soon again. And last one here is very quick question. If you had an unlimited supply of one thing, what would that be?
Uh, I think it's very obvious, but definitely maybe the time. But I think it will be, I don't know if I can say it right this, but a house to all my close people and family. I don't know.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. You're the guest. You're the celebrity guest on
Yeah,
a
I would go
on
with this.
a show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would go with
And
this
that
one.
makes so much sense. That means you love your family, and that means you love everyone around you. And it's all about you. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're moving on to the big questions. And before we do that, I really want to remind you guys, all of you guys watching us on YouTube, please do ask your questions. The most exciting one, the trickiest one, the funniest one, gets the prize from Shirley. Uh, you can comment just like you've been doing so far. And we love you writing us something on YouTube. Lev says, I really enjoyed hearing the story behind your name. Do you have any thoughts on what you'd like your child's name to symbolize or be associated with? Whoa. Okay.
A very tricky question, and really, I haven't imagined that it's so hard, really.
Mhm. So
So
it is a tricky question. Lev, you are one of the candidates to receive that prize from Shirley.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You ready to answer this one, or shall we move on?
Yeah, in general, I have like I want to put together with my husband a lot of meaning, yes, but I think it's not about the name, it's all about the person because not the name makes the person beautiful, but the person makes the name beautiful. So I think whatever we will choose for our child, it will be good. But you know, for sure, after having such an extraordinary name, I definitely like my first comment on the name for our child was I want a simple and a short name. That's all. No fancy schmancy names. It was, I don't know, but it just came up from me. That's for sure. And when my husband have some suggestions, that no, it's too fancy. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Something really simple. It should be really simple.
Let's go with John. Okay. All right. So this next part of our show is called Big Questions. So we've announced quite a few topics, and I am so afraid we cannot make it to uncover all of those. But we are now talking about all the different sides of you. And one of them is that you've played tennis for 13 years. And our question here is, what's one life lesson tennis taught you? And do you still keep the racket nearby?
The lesson is to enjoy the game and not pursue the result.
Mhm.
That's the most important one. And if I still hold the racket, yes. So not currently when I'm pregnant, but in general, I came back like to tennis last summer. I'm doing it for me, and it's so cool when I after I don't know no, it's more 7 years I did not play tennis, and I like from the very first touch, somehow my body just knows how to do it.
Yeah.
And it's something I just cannot describe this feeling to you. It
Mhm.
sounds unbelievable. That's yeah, because the body memory, how the moves, yeah, of course it was not perfect after 7 years not playing at all. Yes, but in general, it was so cool. It's was many flashbacks. I immediately after the first training, I wrote to so many people we played tennis with. Yes, because we had great memories together. It was fun, and it's again connecting to this point that I was mentioning previously. Do not pursue the result, but enjoy the game because that's actually the rule for the whole life as well. Do not focus on results, but enjoy every moment and the process.
Well, that's exactly what I was asking. This is something that you extract from everything you do. There has to be a lesson that you learn. Who brought you to the court?
It's like a family thing because everybody in our family plays tennis.
Uh-huh.
Someone more, someone less. Our mom plays tennis since she was 5, and now, like around 60 years, she's playing tennis. Like a little less than 60 years, but she's playing tennis. And all of my sisters also do play tennis. Like not now, but in general, we all can play tennis.
Who was your biggest fan?
Agassi. I don't know if you can recap on this legendary guy.
Andre Agassi.
Yes, and after him, it was Roger Federer. Yes.
So you were the biggest fan of Andre Agassi and Roger, and who was your biggest fan when you played tennis?
Oh, I got you wrong. Sorry.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's okay.
I don't know. As I've mentioned, I played it for my pleasure. I was my biggest fan. I don't know.
Works for me. Works for me. Next big question, and that's really, I know for a fact that this is really a huge part of your life. You've lived in Germany for 6 years. We really want to know what you did there. Why would you go to Germany? Why would you come back? But our question here is, what surprised you most when you moved to Germany? And is there anything that you still miss about that period of your life?
Second one, definitely no. No, at all. Because as Winston Churchill was naming some period of time for England as the dark times, this time in Germany was exactly like this for me because what I was doing in Germany besides studying, I was surviving. Yeah. But if I had a choice, like if someone will ask me, despite all these difficulties, challenges, and all the shit has happened with me within the 6 years, will you do it again? I would say yes,
Wow.
definitely. Because yeah, it's hard to recap on this, but really, because of all these years and everything I have learned, not in the books, not in the university, but through the life lessons, through the life challenges, that made me the person I am right now. And otherwise, it will not work at all. And the question, what surprised me the most
Mhm.
when I was there, that everything is worse than I could imagine.
Really? In
Yeah,
Germany,
yeah, yeah.
moving there from Ukraine.
No, no, it's really, these were the dark times for me. And I am proud of myself that I have made it, survived it, and even came like on the end with great results, with my bachelor degree, with the good grades, despite the fact that studying in Germany is is a hell because Yeah, nobody acts with you like with an international Germany that you do not know German as good as Germans, and you have to be on the same level with all of them, and nobody
Mm.
cares about you. And you are doing it just for yourself, and also including the fact that I was all on my own, without my friends, without my family, far away from home. And the mentality of Germans is quite the opposite from mine. Yes, I am more open, communicative, friendly, and they are all, walking like this from home
Grumpy.
to work, hold the beer, and then vice versa. Yeah, so in general. So definitely, I'm not missing it, but that's
There
the thing.
had to be one thing that was good about all that period of time. Well, you were making good money on cigarettes, that we know already. What else?
Yeah, what else? That's maybe my best friend. Like Germany connected us because we used to go to the same school, we used to live on the same street, but we were just like hi hi, and that's all. But all these challenges and all the things, mostly bad, happened to us in Germany, made us so close, and now it's like, I don't know. There is nothing we can go through together
Mm.
because we were very close. And I don't know. We were for each other this safe point that keep us going and not to give up, because we had each other. But that's yeah.
I got you. Thank God all that is now in the past, and you're moving on with some good things that happened to you in life. And one of them is you are finishing your PhD now. And besides that, you are finishing the PhD. You are building virtual communities, and at an IT company, you're lifting weights, running social media, and there's so much more that happens to you these days. So my question here is, how in the world do you manage to do science on top of all that you do? And did you really enjoy receiving your PhD? And what was that for?
So I'm still in the process of receiving PhD, yes, and I'm always popping up here with a joke, from the Friends. I'm really a big fan of Friends, that everyone was blaming Ross that he is not a real doctor, but still, uh, my father and I always like putting a highlight, I will be a doctor, even if not real. But in general, I was just moving forward with it, with bachelor, with master degrees, and then there was also an opportunity to finish PhD. And I'm really passionate about the biology and all the science. And why not? You know? It's cool. It's another achievement. I'm kind of a person who I always aim to study something. Really, my all of my friends say, "Okay, when you will finally finish this university, like you're still studying. Come on, you are pregnant. You're still studying." So yeah, I like it because that's something that moves me.
Okay,
And
but there's only 24 hours in the day. How do you manage to do all that? How do you manage to cover
yeah,
all this?
I
Is
cannot
there
say
is
that
there
I.
like a special sauce, like a special recipe of your
Yeah.
own?
No, because I'm not a robot and I for sure am not managing everything. I'm falling out somewhere, yes, but the more, like, I don't know, the rule works for me perfectly. The more you have on your shoulders, yes, or in your time, like in your plan, the more you can achieve because you need to plan everything, you need to structure, you need to prioritize. And then it comes up, okay, I have done all the list I have planned. Cool. And if I have, for example, one or two things to do within the day, it's like, okay, I did it, but what did I have do the rest of the day? Like, where the time went? Like, it's gone. So I'm pretty sure the more you have, of course we need to keep the work-life balance, but the more you have on your to-do list and you want to do it, you're interested in and passionate about it, the more you will like tick, tick, tick that you have done it, done it.
I got you. Let me specify because Andre Brejas is asking this question, PhD in what area?
In
Uh,
biology. It's like sport biology in Kyiv University because I did my degree in Germany in biology, and in parallel I was doing degree bachelor as well as a physiotherapist, like a
okay.
trainer, and so the PhD is in sport biology.
Wow. Well, and Andre is, by the way, a chemistry guy. He was also on our show. Big hello to Andrew from all of us at Symphony. Thanks for watching. And meanwhile, we have a question from Lev, another question, and that's reflecting on your time in Germany. What would you say were the biggest lessons or takeaways for you personally? We touched this topic slightly, but really, are there any real lessons learned, takeaways from that period of time that you are carrying forward now in your life?
Poof. Like looking back on this, I was like when I moved to Germany, I was 18, and 18 years old, all the friends, the parties. I was missing so much because the semester ended on the beginning of August in Germany, and I was missing the whole summer. And I was missing it so much. Like everyone was like gathering together, having fun, and I was sitting in the library or in the laboratory, or studying in the night. And it was very painful for me. But I knew on this point that it's for the bigger aim. And I will not miss so much if I will miss few parties, yes, but this time spent by studying will bring me much more efforts, and that's exactly I'm thankful to myself that I had this in mind, and that's actually how it turned up right now, and I see the results, and that's actually the plan was good and it worked out.
Okay, awesome. Thanks. Let's move to the good part. Let's move to the fun part. I
Yeah.
mean, and this is another thing that it excites me a lot because you are popular on YouTube. You have around what 50,000 views on your TikToks or something. You're really active on Instagram, and this is something that amazes me, and I'm really happy for you for the fact that you are successful everywhere on social media. But the question here is, how do you handle those days when you just don't feel like posting anything at all?
I post nothing, like, that's all.
Oh, oh, okay.
It's pretty simple because you mentioned that I'm popular on YouTube. I'm not popular yet, but I want to be, but not in order that people know my face or something like this, but I want more people to know the information and mindset I'm spreading because it works. I have tried it. I have many clients who are really happy with the results from the trainings, from nutritionists, from etc. Yes, and I see the result, and I want to make more people happy and make them feel this joy from life where you eat healthy and tasty food, you enjoy the trainings and not suffering from there. And in general, I am totally okay with it when I do not have time to post or I am not feeling like I'm there to post because I want to be honest. Yes, I'm not developing my social media in order
To grow
to
the
do it
audience,
just for money or just doing it for tick. Yes.
numbers,
Sorry.
not for numbers.
Not for numbers, but I don't know, I want to make the true content, and if I am not there, I am not there. Like, I want also people to know that it happens. And if I'm sharing it, I'm sharing it from my heart. If I'm not sharing it, then I'm also a person, and nothing will move me to do it or force me to do it.
So it's not about the numbers, right?
No, numbers
How?
is just additional benefit that I'm receiving from it. And
Okay.
I'm really happy for it because it's, yes, I'm not doing something extra like paying some, I don't know, target, yes, for people to follow me. It's
Mhm.
just about that people are following me because they feel something in common with my mindset. And
Okay.
that's precious for me.
And how many followers do you have on TikTok?
On TikTok, actually, I have no idea. See, I am not following it. Really, like no idea. I'm just doing it like because I have something interesting to share, or I read some interesting news about some researches were made. Yes. Oh, that might be interesting. I will share it with people because they will like maybe use it in their life. Yes, that's the aim, and that's the strategy of content I am posting, etc.
Okay, we are so happy for you and we are so proud of you. And here comes another question from the audience, and that this one is from Oля Kovalchuk. She says, "Hello from Canada." And the question is, by the way, what inspired you to become a fitness trainer and nutritionist? Was there an inspiration for making this decision to do this for life?
Yeah, that's a cool one actually. So I'm in sports since I'm 4. Yes, I'm playing tennis. It's a vital part of my life. But then when I was 16, I gained a lot of weight due to the fact that I was taking some medicine. And after it, I was just kind of, oh, okay, I don't like this. I will try to lose weight. And then it's still like I cannot get it really. Uh, I was 16 years old and a half. And within 9 months, by myself, with only using just a Google or something like this, yes, there was not so much information about trainings and nutritionist. I lost 10 kilograms within 9 months by just like, okay, what should I eat to lose weight? This and this. Okay, I will do it. What exercise should this and this. How long should I skip eating after the training to lose weight? This and this. And I started to research it, and then I lost this 10 kilograms as a teenager, 16 and a half year, like in 22 years old when I gained also a little bit weight. I said, how did I do it? Like how? I just cannot get it. And then I started to research more and more. Then in Germany, I also start to do some plans for my like to grow my butt or to make my arms tighter. Yes, to have a six pack. I try to make this program for myself, and then I
Mhm.
saw the result. I have a six pack. I have cool legs. Yeah, it works. And then I decided, okay, I can do it, and now I want to have it on the paper that I can do it. I know how to do it. And besides, I am also having, like, I was studying biology, what helped me to become a nutritionist and physiotherapy. Yes, because I know how the muscles like
Work.
move, work, etc. Yes, and that was perfect combination, and that helped me.
Wow. Thank you. And speaking of social media, by the way, we have another question from Ivana, all the way from Skopje, Macedonia. What's something you're proud of that people don't usually see on social media?
Poor. What
That's a
I'm
cool one. Yes, I agree.
What I'm proud of, what people do not see, but it's something that is on my social media, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
if there's anything that you do not share on social media, but you're still proud of that.
Hmm. That's a tough one.
Uh,
Can I skip it until the end
Of
of the
course,
show?
of course.
I need to
You can do
think.
whatever you want because you're the guest on the show. But that's a really cool question, Eva.
Yeah, thank you,
Okay,
Emanuel.
let's keep those questions coming. Thank you very much, you guys, for the questions. We need more, and remember, you can win a prize from Shirley. And we are now moving to a really extraordinary topic because that's about you studying mice,
Yeah.
fish, and your own DNA. So the question here is, what's the most unusual thing you've discovered about yourself during those lab days? Like
I
learning, studying DNA of yourself, fish,
so
mice.
cool.
Wow.
That's actually what brought me to biology as a science because I started medical university. Yes, I was passionate about it, but then I moved to Germany, and my biochemistry teacher, he was so passionate about talking stuff about chemistry, biology. I just fell in love in it. It was so interesting. And that's how I changed my mind that I do not want to heal the diseases that are already here, like, yes, in our body, but I want to prevent them from the very, very beginning. Yes, that's why I switched to biology, because I wanted to prevent the diseases and not to cure them. Yeah, it's something
Oh,
really cool. And yeah, it's so amazing. And I cannot highlight one thing, what is the most amazing, what I discovered, what like
what you
uh,
found.
during this time. But every time I learned like or read something about mechanism in our cells, in our brain, yes, I was doing, okay, it's happening right now in my body. I am learning about it for 6 hours and it's just happening in my body. My
Crazy.
body knows how to do it, and I need to put so much time and effort to remember this. And my body just knows it, you know?
Wow.
That was the most amazing, and that was the insight I catch all the time during many, I don't know, lab courses or in general studying some lesson. Yeah, it's happening right now. And my body does not need to read this stupid book like this size to know how to do it. It just knows. It was like, whoa, mind blowing.
Okay. We are so running out of time. But speaking of the extraordinary, uh, when I read this, I was super surprised. You grew up believing that Batman would visit you if you fall asleep on time. And this
Yeah.
question is from Mr. Cannabis. Did Batman ever show up, or are you still waiting?
I'm still waiting, but I was a baby. Now I am adult. Maybe waiting in another way. I don't know. But yeah,
Oh, those fantasies?
I don't know. But still, if I see somewhere with Batman, it's everybody knows. Like I'm receiving some presents from my nieces, from my friends. Everything was with Batman because they know it's like it's my crush,
Well,
really.
I think this is a hint for your family or friends. What should they get your husband for birthday?
For sure.
A Batman
For
suit. A Batman suit.
sure.
Okay, this way we really wanted to transition it to one of the most exciting topics, and that's, I mean, speaking of childhood, speaking of your dreams, in a funny way, it says that you're still figuring out what you want to do when you grow up. But maybe that dream of a fitness studio with kids' room is the answer. What do you think of that?
Yeah, so definitely it could be. And I really have this feeling, I don't know, maybe because I'm the youngest of all my sisters, but I still somehow think that there's so much time in front of me to figure out who I want to be. It's like I'm always 17. But maybe that's the point here because if you're not setting yourself in some kind of border with a timing, yes, to figure out who you are, maybe this even like your I don't know, goal, life goal, or your passion will come to you a little bit later, but that will be it. So yes, maybe it is because I am really passionate about sharing my wisdom and knowledge with people, and I love children, and I especially also
Do
before.
you really see it like a gym with a kids room?
Yes, because even before getting pregnant, I know that that's a problem because many women want to work out, to spend some time for themselves, but they do not have nobody to leave their children. Yes, and now on our training classes, my girls they come with children, and I'm playing with them during they are doing their training. Like it's normal, it's totally okay for us, and it will be really cool because they that's why they are coming to my classes because they know they can come with their children, give them cell phone, or I will take care of them like and play something with them. Meanwhile, doing training for them. That's cool. Yeah,
That
because
will
it's
be,
very
but that will
important.
be
That's a problem that
sensational.
nobody speaks about, you know?
Yes, this will be sensational. I mean, I never heard of thing like that, and this will be a network worldwide. Like they, even I will manage a gym like that in Skopje. Olia will
Yeah,
open one in Canada.
but not dropping the children and just go, but dropping children and work out. Yes, it's important.
It's important that you do look after your kids, even though you are doing the workout. Do you have a name for that gym?
No, not yet. I don't have name for our child yet. So you're talking about the gym.
So
Oh,
if you guys have a suggestion of what that fitness studio with a kids room should be called, go ahead and drop that in the comments. Meanwhile, we still have some time for your questions, and we still have time for big announcements to be made by Shirley Corman. What's your secret recharge ritual for those super busy days? Wow. That's a question from Ivana. Another one, and that's a cool one.
Ivana is hitting the stage.
She is. She is.
Recharging, I think, yeah, it might sound very controversial, but a walk, it's the best recharge for me. And
Mhm.
I'm doing it usually before the working day to to have my balance, yes. And
Okay.
that's how I manage and eliminate stress during the day because I know I spend like usually I work at walk at 6 or 7 in the morning before
Mhm.
the workday starts. So I spend my me time. That's like my me time is closed. I am calm, I am recharged, I enjoyed this walk, and then I slightly move into my working day. But also in the evening works as well. Yeah, the light physical activity like walking especially works for me the best. Like lying down and just staring TV or TikTok. I like to do it as well, but it does not work for me as a recharge.
What distances are we talking about?
So 5 kilometers at least.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's
It's a lot of
one
walk.
hour for me. Yeah, it's a base for me.
Like even now, expecting a baby, you're still making that much of a distance every time you go for a walk?
Yeah, in another tempo, but yeah.
Wow. Giggles and Gains, gym name.
Yes,
Giggles
of
and
course, from
Gains.
the very first day, it's like exactly what I'm doing right now.
Okay, remember we have another question from Ivana that still needs to be answered, and that's what is something that you're proud of that people don't usually see on social media? And then, or meanwhile, while you're thinking, you can announce what kind of prize does one receive, whoever wins this game. Uh, or if you're ready, you may want to answer the question right now.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I was just a bit like now I got the question right. Yes, as I have asked you, just a little bit of time I need now to load.
Mhm.
But that will be my family, definitely. including now my husband. Yes, he is now my family as well, but in general, that's my family. I am not, I don't know, translating, posting it a lot, but that's the most precious thing for me. And I also like the way it is. Like, it's not
Mhm.
something I'm hiding, it's not something I'm ashamed of, but it's like too precious for me. Yeah, and I'm really proud of because, yeah, that's that's not something you just receive, but it also costs a lot of effort to have these connections, to vital these connections, to keep these connections,
Mhm.
yes, and level, and yes.
And you want to keep it this way. And that is so sweet. That is so cute. I believe this will be the last question from the audience because we only have 6 minutes left. And that one is again from Lev. And it goes, if you had a chance to send one message to your younger self, what would that be?
Hmm, that's a good one.
It
Rephr
is.
what rephrased about the advice? What would you give
Mm-hmm.
to your younger
Yeah.
self?
Yeah. Yeah. Advice, message, you name it.
Um,
But let me tell you, we have such an amazing crowd for the audience today. Wow.
that's cool. Thank you guys very
We
much.
never I think we never had this many really powerful questions.
Yeah, that's very cool,
It
and
is.
that makes me very proud of that I have lived so many
You've
moments that now
inspired so many
and
people.
people
Yes.
have to ask what to ask about.
Yes.
But
The message for your younger self.
um, I do not know if I formulated correctly, but I would say stand for yourself and stand for
Hmm.
your interest, because I faced many situations where I need to stand for my interest despite the fact, for example, at some time when I was younger, my parents did not agree with me, but
Hmm.
that's what I felt, especially about my education. Yes, and I have never regretted it that I have changed medicine for biology, because that's what I feel, that's what I'm passionate about. And yeah, stand for yourself and stand for your wishes, ideas, dreams.
Okay, very good. So there's one, two, three things we still need to do. First is to
That's
announce what is the prize for the most exciting, fun, intriguing question. Two is to pick the winner. And three is to make that huge announcement, which is supposed to be a big surprise. Are you ready for those three?
Yeah, let's go. So the
Okay.
first one, as we have promised, it's not about the book, but I decided that for the most interesting question, I would give, I don't know, how do I say it correctly? Consultation or advice session.
A
Yes,
seminar, a session, yes.
yes, about the nutrition. Yes,
Oh, like a
especially for this.
private session
Yes,
between you
it's a
and one?
private
Oh,
session where we will
whoa.
analyze the nutrition, yes, taking into account lifestyle, your preferences in food. And based on this, also, I will do an individual, I don't know, recipe book that will cover your needs at least. Or either you want to lose weight, or you want to gain weight, or you want to build muscles. I will have a short recipe book with a cool, tasty, and really healthy, but not too fancy recipes.
Uh-huh. Like simple
Uh,
ones?
yes, pretty simple. I do not like to make the things complicated. It's even that will like fit for
That
your
is
husband,
great.
for your children, for your wife, etc.
That is great. And that must cost a lot of money if one would want to purchase that. So again, we had questions and comments from Andri Brejas. Thank you very much, Andrew. We had quite a few questions from Lev, really good ones. We had questions from Ivana. And we still had comments from Natalia, but she was commenting on the fancy name that you have. However, these three people, I'd say, must be competing for the prize. So should it be Lev, should it be Ivana, or should it be Andrei?
I cannot split my present within price, like within all of them. I really like the question about the last question from Lev, and I really like the question from Ivana about what I'm proud of, but I'm not showing in social media. That made me really a little bit stuck, but then the answer came up in my head and made me feel very warm and proud of myself also that that is a value for me. So I will go with Ivana's question about social media because that
Wow.
made me also feel very warm.
Touched you a little, moved you. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
that's all about our show because it has the powerful title. It says "Move It," right? So
Yes,
that question
Ivana has
moved you.
moved me.
Yes, this question moved you, and we are so moved by this incredible talk with Shirley Corman. Thank you very, very much for these 60 minutes. We were blessed to have you on the show. It's amazing what you do in life, what you do for us symphonians, and it's amazing how much you are making on a daily basis. And we wish you all the very best. That little tiny human has a wonderful mother and a beautiful family. And we want for all of you to enjoy every single second of what's ahead of you. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you. It was a pleasure and honor to be here. I enjoyed just this 1 hour just flew away and during this conversation and about the challenge, guys, just stay tuned. I will announce it tomorrow. It's easy, it's engaging, and just why not? You know?
So that's a huge announcement, right? There is a challenge, a new challenge coming up from Shirley Corman. Stay tuned. Follow us closely on Viva Engage. It's going to be announced somewhere soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe on Monday. But just follow all the Viva Engage bands as
I
this
hope,
announcement.
yes, that a lot of people will take part in it after the speech. Maybe I
Uh-huh.
some kind of put of a spirit of inspiration in it. So
I am sure so many of our of us are now that much more inspired. Thank you
thank
very
you very
much
much
for this
for
deep,
having me
amazing
today.
talk. We've had Shirley Corman on Symphony Persona Live. Stay tuned for more episodes where we learn how's life for our amazing symphonists. Thank you very much for being with us. Thanks for your comments,
Thank
questions,
you.
likes. See you guys.